Hey guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details. I have this 2019 Honda CR-V in for ceramic coating. One of the things that is most important with any ceramic coating is going to be your prep work, that you do proper prep work. So first and foremost, we did a high pressure rinse. From there, I did a foaming pre-soak using ADG F-bomb to kind of help remove road film, loosen up bugs, tar, things like that. Then from there, I high pressure rinsed it again. We did our wheel and iron decon from Meguiars to help break the chemical bond between any rail dust that was on the vehicle. This is new, but it still reacted. From there, we rinsed that again. Then I did my contact wash using McKees 37 Coating Prep Auto Wash. Fantastic prep wash to remove waxes, sealants, things like that that are on the vehicle. And that way we are prepping it for our coating. And then from there, I rinsed it. I did soapy water and optimum clay towel to do a manual decontamination to remove bonded contaminants, and then rinsed it, dried it. Long process, but now we've got completely prepped paint. From there, I did 3D1 using a white polishing pad. Did about 3 or 4 passes at a moderate speed. Paint was really in good condition, so I was able to get almost perfect paint with just 3 to 4 passes and the white polishing pad. Then we used Meguiars Surface Prep, sprayed down an entire side, came in, wiped off all of the polishing oil, so that way we've got completely dialed in, perfected paint. This vehicle looks fantastic. We're gonna take it up a notch with our ceramic coating. So, prep is done. Now we've got the fun, little bit more tedious job, but it's not really that stressful when you've got a product like this. Here we have Luxury Microfiber Shield Pro. Let me focus in on this. There we go. This comes in 50 milliliter bottle. I believe they have a larger bottle as well. This bottle right here is going to get you at least 4 to 5 vehicles based on size and also how much solution you're using. You really don't need a lot for this. And what I love about it, it's a very affordable price. I think right now it's on sale for $64 for 50 milliliters. The original price is around $79. And this is a pro product that you can buy on a consumer level, so I would consider this prosumer. But this is perfect for beginner detailer, weekend warrior, the DIYer, someone who is not wanting to have, an authorized installer product where you've got to buy, X amount of dollars, or you've got to take training or things like that. This is a product that's going to give you fantastic gloss, protection, 2 to 3 years of protection. You can use this on paint, glass, trim, wheels, even engine bays, and you're going to get great protection, and it's affordable. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to do the roof, get that out of the way. You want to break it up into sections, so I divided the roof into 4s, and you do up, down, then side to side, even coverage. Give it about 1 to 2 minutes for it to flash, and then you're going to come in and do a very light leveling, and then after that wait 10 to 30 seconds, and then you can buff off. It's as simple as that. It took me about 10 minutes to do the entire roof. Super easy product to use. Really impressed. Alright, so we've got the roof completely done. Super easy to apply. Really enjoying this product so far. So I'm going to switch it up. Instead of using the suede applicator with the block, because there's a lot of curves and funky angles on this, I'm going to be using a microfiber saver applicator. This is from Autofiber. I just really enjoy these because they're just a little bit more pliable. They've got like a plastic lining on underneath of the microfiber to kind of keep more of the coating on the surface versus being absorbed into the sponge. So you can kind of hear that crinkling under there. So we're going to go ahead and use this just because of the angles. Nothing wrong with the suede. Did a really great job of evenly doing it. I'll probably use a little bit more product than I would with the suede applicator, but I still think I'll get great results. So let me see if I can bring you in close here. I don't want to get you too close. I want you to be able to see the hood or how easy. So we're going to do this in sections. All right. So because I noticed it had about a minute flash time, maybe even a little bit less than that. It was already rainbowing pretty quickly. It's around 50 degrees in my garage right now. I don't have heat on. It's not worth it to me to turn the heat on when I'm only going to be working in here for maybe an hour. So it's been cold here the last couple days, but this is a safe temperature for coatings. Once you get kind of 40 below, that's when you're going to have issues. So I'm right in that okay range, not the sweet range. 60 to 70 is kind of the sweet spot. Once you get into like 80s, 90s, and it's really humid, you're going to have to really watch your flash times and things like that. So because it's cooler, it's going to work a little bit differently for those of you that might be in a more humid state. So just keep that in mind. So I noticed you could put around 5 drops. Because this is a new towel, I'm going to just prime it all over. All right, so that's our first applicator with it. Well, as you use it, you'll use less. So do an outline, and because this is safe on trim, we're going to go ahead and put this on our WeatherTech. All right, so we're going to, you want to go up and down. You don't want to lift your applicator. Barely any pressure, just enough to hold it. Now I'll go side to side. And again, barely any pressure. What I like to do is try to eliminate those drag marks of where you turn. Because that's where you're going to be prone to high spots. I can already see it starting to give me that rainbow effect. So it doesn't have a very long work time, but that's okay. We're going to work in small sections. What I like to do is one last final wipe around my outside, just to try to eliminate those turns. All right, so we're going to let that sit for a minute. Let me unplug you and see if I can pull you in closer. Hopefully you can start to see right here where it's starting to flash with the rainbow effect. So here's our coated, uncoated. What's great about this is I noticed that because it came off so easily, if you get distracted and you don't necessarily get it within that exact 1 to 2 minute window, I think it should give you enough playtime. I'm not going to necessarily play that out in this scenario because this is a customer's vehicle. If I had a test panel in front of me, I could totally see. I think we're getting better. We're going to go ahead and level that. Sorry for the shakiness. So you want to have 2 microfibers, one for leveling, one for wiping. Here I have the luxury microfiber, the Mule. Fantastic for leveling. They do recommend on their instructions that you use a jack to buff, but I'm using Mr. Everyday, I think, from Autofiber, Mr. Everyday or Mr. Everything. But what you're going to want to do, you want to have them nice and square. You don't want them all sprinkled up like this. Have them nice and flat. Make sure you have a edgeless one. You don't want rough edges or tags. We're just going to come in here. Very little pressure, almost no pressure. In one continuous movement. Just come in here. You're going to just want to kind of do. So now you've leveled the product. You've kind of taken away some of those higher spots or the bends. And then you can come in with your second and just buff. Again, very light pressure, but don't be scared. This is so easy. Just make sure you go around your edges one last time, just very gently and lightly. Pay attention to where there's ridges. That could be a high spot. So we got that. And just like that, we have wiped and leveled. I got one right there. There we go. Perfect. Super easy. Now we can move on to the other half. So I won't necessarily bring you along. I'm trying to keep this video shorter, but you can see just how easy that was to apply. Just for kicks and giggles, let's do it. So again, what I like to do, if you can't remember exactly where you were, just kind of overlap the middle again. That way you're for sure going to get all the area. Outline. Up and down. Okay. We'll give that a minute. Other things to note, you do not want to use this product in direct sunlight. You want to make sure you have ample lighting. You don't want to do this in a dark setting. A lot of people will use indirect lighting for coatings, and that's fine. Essentially what that is you'll shine a light on a white surface and you'll be able to see, especially if you're working on a white vehicle. That's a good tip to have because it will show you the flashing a lot easier than having direct lighting on the paint. But just because I have so much lighting, it's very easy to see. I think we are ready to go ahead and level this. There you have it. 10 minutes, one hood. That was with me talking and everything. So you could work around an entire vehicle in under an hour. So fantastic product. Luxury Microfiber, you guys did a great job putting out a great product. I hope you guys enjoy this in-depth look at Shield Pro. What I'm going to do, finish this entire vehicle, and then we're going to pull it out into the daylight. Hopefully the rain has stopped. And we'll do a walk around to show you what the final look of this vehicle is. I think you guys are going to be blown away. Final notes, you want to let it cure for 24 hours before you hit it with any sort of moisture. You can do a second layer 3 hours after application, at least 3 hours, but if you waited longer, that's fine too. But you want to wait at least 3 hours before doing a second layer. And I think that's where you would get your third year of protection. So with one layer, I would say it's probably around the 2-year range. A second layer, you're probably going to get that third-year range. I wouldn't say you need to keep layering and layering and layering, but this is a product that's so easy to apply. You could probably do a wash, quick polish, and reapplication, 2 to 3 years after, and just keep this going year after year after year for protection. Other things, you can top it with, I know that whenever you're using a coating, you want to use the manufacturer's recommended toppers or refreshers. So they have DPC Armor and King's Guard that you can top it with 24 hours, and you want to wait at least 3 days before you wash the vehicle with any sort of soaps. 7 is probably the ideal range, but 3 at least minimum. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, I'll show you the after look. But if you have any questions, be sure to hit me up in the comment section down below. But DPC Shield Pro, fantastic, easy, affordable product that any of you guys can do while in your garage. Especially, we've got a lot of time on our hands. I'll put the link down below for any of you that are looking to try your hand at ceramic coating. But thanks guys for watching, and let's take a look at that after. Alright, here's our finished look. Fantastic gloss. Guys, this couldn't have been easier to apply. In under an hour, I was able to have this entire vehicle paint and trim ceramic coated. I didn't do the wheels, I didn't do the glass, just because customers aren't paying for it, but you could protect your entire vehicle on the outside if you wanted to with this product. What I did with the saver applicator is on one side, I used it for the paint, and the other side I used it for the trim. That way I didn't have to worry about if there was any light soiling on the trim of scratching it, and turned out beautifully. Let me pull you in close and show you just how good the trim looks. Nice, beautiful satin finish, no streaking. It's not too glossy. So here we have our tire dressing on. That's a little bit more of a high gloss. And then we have a nice, beautiful satin finish. There was already some light scratches, a little bit of fading. I would have had to do some sort of dressing on the trim. And this way I don't have to do a dressing. And it's also going to give it easier cleaning and hydrophobics because of the coating. So fantastic product. My customer's going to be blown away. For any of you that are wanting to be able to do this in your own garage or for customers, you guys are going to want to check this stuff out. It's fantastic. I think this is definitely going to be something that I'm adding to my arsenal for an economic ceramic coating for my customers. So let's take a look at that. So I hope this gives you a little bit more information about DPC Shield Pro. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you like the video. I'm going to put the link for the product down below, as well as the microfibers that I use for applying it. But you guys have a fantastic day. We're going to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.